Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deszren. Most people call me Des. Feel free to call me whichever. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I retwist my brother's hair with no gel and no clips. He requested an oil and water retwist, so that is what I did. Now his hair is wet. I know it doesn't really look like it, but his hair is wet, and I am using shea nut oil to seal in all that moisture and to use that as my retwist product. For those that don't necessarily like their hair to look clean, they like their hair to be frizzy and kind of have that messy look, a water and oil retwist is definitely gonna be for you. That is Dray. He definitely likes his hair when it's frizzier and when it has more fullness at the roots, so that's why he wanted a water and oil retwist. Plus, it is good to take a break from using products once in a while to avoid buildup. No matter what, if you are using products, eventually you will have some kind of buildup. It's just a part of having locks. So you guys are going to see me do comb retwisting, a little bit of palm rolling, and definitely a whole lot of locksmithing. Normally, when you're using some kind of gel or a locking gel to retwist someone's locks or your own locks, it's much easier to have those hairs stick together and for them to be in the lock that they're supposed to be in. Now, when you're doing only water and oil, sometimes it can be hard to get those hairs to really stay and stick with that lock. So the locksmithing technique definitely helps with that and helps those loose hairs and that new growth really stay with the lock. To make sure that the lock stays after retwisting, you literally just wrap it in like a little circle, hold it there for a second, make sure it stays, and that's it. Obviously, you can do it a couple of times, but the more you wrap it around on the root, the curlier it's gonna be when it dries. So you might see some bunching if you're wrapping it too tight or too much. So just make sure that you're not overdoing it. I think that's the easiest method for clients that don't want to have clips in their hair or they're super tender-headed, so clips hurt them. Clips can actually cause breakage if the person is not being careful or if they're being rough or just sticking them in your hair. So some people don't like to use clips, which is perfectly fine. This is what you can do for people that do not want clips in their hair. So I know locksmithing can be kind of confusing for beginners. So if you don't know what it is, here it is slowed down. You are taking your 4 fingers and rubbing the lock back towards the left. At the same time, you're pushing your thumb forward. So it's almost like you're rolling it. You're rolling the lock between your fingers to make sure that the hairs stick to the lock. It's really simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. I think the hardest part for people is just not knowing how much pressure to apply, but you want to apply enough pressure to where the hairs are actually sticking to the lock. You will know if you're not applying enough pressure because it will not be coiled and there will still be noticeable frizz. I'm not talking about regular lock frizz. I'm talking about, girl, those hairs is sticking out. Like, what are you doing? Your end result should look seamless. Once we are all done, I take my Cream of Nature styling foam to set his hair. I was running really low, so don't judge me. I know it's very sparse, but I use that to set his hair. And then I take black strips and wrap his edges and the parts that I put the foam on, just to make sure that there's no flyaways and that it looks nice and neat and clean. And then he sits under the dryer for about 30-35 minutes. I did get a new hooded dryer. I did not take any footage of me actually drying his hair, but it was super affordable. It's portable as well, and I got it off of Amazon for a pretty good price, so I will also link that for you guys in the description below. Once we are done taking off the edge wraps, I'm just going to go ahead and start unraveling the little swirlies at his roots, and that is pretty much it. Obviously, you want to make sure that you're not unraveling too much where you're actually unraveling the retwist, but you just want to make sure that there's no more swirlies. That's what I'm going to call them now, from now on. No more swirlies at the root. And this is the finished product. It's honestly just as neat as if you would use gel, so I definitely recommend doing water and oil retwist here and there just to give yourself a break from using products. And that wraps up for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all next time. Bye guys.